I stood near the entrance of the sprawling mansion, watching crystal chandeliers scatter light across polished marble floors. Across the room, my 10-year-old daughter, Emma, carefully made her way through a crowd of my sister Victoria's wealthy friends. The birthday celebration was exactly what I had expected: lavish, extravagant, and designed to showcase how successful Victoria believed she had become. Emma wore her favorite blue dress, the one we had picked out together at Target a few weeks earlier. It wasn't expensive or designer-made, but she adored it. That was all that mattered to me. In her hands was a small gift bag containing a bracelet she had saved 3 months of allowance money to buy. "Aunt Victoria is going to love it, Mom," she had told me on the drive over. "It has her birthstone on it." I hadn't had the heart to tell her that Victoria probably wouldn't appreciate it. Some lessons can't be taught. They have to be experienced. At the center of the room stood Victoria, surrounded by admirers. Since marrying Marcus 5 years earlier, she had changed dramatically. The sister I once knew had disappeared behind designer clothes, luxury lifestyles, and endless displays of status. As Emma approached her with the gift, I overheard a conversation nearby. "There's Victoria's sister," one woman whispered. "The banker?" "Yes. The one with the ordinary life." How generous of Victoria to invite them. Emma slowed for a moment, clearly hearing the comments. But she gathered her courage and continued forward. "Happy birthday, Aunt Victoria," she said, offering the gift bag with both hands. Victoria barely looked down. "That's nice, sweetheart. Just put it over there with the others." She pointed toward a table overflowing with expensive presents. "I picked it out myself," Emma said softly. "How thoughtful." Victoria immediately turned back to her conversation. "Anyway," she continued to her guests, "Marcus and I are considering buying another property for the summer." Emma quietly placed the gift on the table and walked back to me. "She's busy, Mom," she whispered. I wrapped an arm around her shoulders. "I know, sweetheart." The afternoon continued with endless displays of wealth. Servers circulated carrying expensive appetizers. Guests discussed private schools, vacation homes, luxury investments, and exclusive clubs. My mother floated proudly through the crowd, constantly directing conversations back toward Victoria's accomplishments. Meanwhile, Emma stayed close to me. The other children barely acknowledged her presence. One girl openly looked down at Emma's dress before turning away. Emma pretended not to notice. But I noticed. Then Victoria tapped her glass for attention. The room fell silent. "Thank you all for coming," she announced. "It means so much to celebrate with all my closest friends." She paused dramatically. "And, of course, family." The guests smiled politely. Then Victoria's eyes landed on Emma. "Speaking of family, we certainly have quite a mess here today." She gestured toward discarded wrapping paper and party leftovers. "The staff will handle most of it, but Emma, dear, perhaps you could help clean up. It would be good experience for you." The room instantly became quiet. Every face turned toward my daughter. Emma froze. Her cheeks turned bright red. She looked at me, confused and embarrassed. That was the moment something inside me snapped. "Good experience?" I asked calmly. Victoria smiled. "Oh, don't be sensitive, Sarah. I simply think children should learn the value of hard work." A few people laughed nervously. I took a step forward. "You know what, Victoria? I completely agree." She looked pleased. Emma should absolutely understand hard work. Then I continued. "But before we discuss that, maybe you should explain why your house is being foreclosed on tomorrow morning." The smile vanished from her face. The room froze. "What are you talking about?" she asked. "The foreclosure." I kept my voice steady. Marcus's company collapsed 3 months ago. The assets were frozen. The mortgage is 4 months behind. The bank issued final notice weeks ago. Victoria stared at me in disbelief. "You're lying." "No." I pulled out my phone. "I work in loan management. I've seen the file myself." The color drained from her face. Marcus suddenly appeared beside her. "That information is confidential." "Not anymore," I replied. Once foreclosure proceedings begin, it becomes public record. Guests immediately began checking their phones. I wasn't finished. For years, every time Victoria called Mom in tears because she couldn't pay a bill, Mom called me. My mother's eyes widened. Sarah. Every loan extension. Every delayed payment. Every restructuring agreement. I helped make it happen. Victoria looked stunned. No. Yes. I looked directly at her. The only reason this house wasn't taken months ago is because I kept buying you time. The room remained silent. Then I delivered the truth she never expected. But after what you just did to my daughter, I'm done. Victoria's voice cracked. You can stop this. No. Please. No. I walked back to Emma and placed a protective hand on her shoulder. You humiliated my child in front of everyone here. Tears streamed down Victoria's face. Where are we supposed to go? I don't know. For years I had protected her from consequences. Today I wasn't going to. Maybe now you'll learn that respect matters more than appearances. Nobody spoke. Even Marcus had nothing left to say. Victoria's friends slowly began drifting toward the exits. The party was over. Come on, Emma, I said. We headed for the door. Behind us, my mother called my name. How could you do this to your sister? I turned around. How could I? I looked at Emma. I've spent years helping Victoria while she treated me like I was beneath her. Then I shook my head. But the moment she targeted my daughter, everything changed. We left the mansion together. For the first time all day, I felt at peace. Thanks for watching Voices of Auntie Melanin. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful family dramas, emotional life lessons, and unforgettable stories.